Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better Show with your hosts LeeSilber and Ellen Goodwin.
Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better Show. I'm your co-host, Ellen Goodwin, along with my co-host.
I'm at home. Just kidding, I'm here.
Oh, you're right here.
But most of us
LeeSilber
are at home. Thank you.
Most of us are at home. Yes. The world.
And be careful what you wish for.
The world has tilted on its axis, and we're all at home for who knows how long.
Well, let's make working at home work.
Oh, absolutely. This is what Lee and I have been training for forever.
No.
I've worked at home for 25 years. You've been there?
About the same.
Yeah, not together. We're not in the same house, thank God.
Love you, not that way.
But we've been working from home, so
I know.
people, we got this.
It's our time to shine.
We got this.
Let's not suck.
Okay.
Let's rise to the occasion.
Let's help you work from home better.
Yeah,
So-
let's break it up into like technology, other things to be named.
Okay.
But technology, I think,
Let's start with technology.
is a good place to start.
Let's start with technology. I love that. So chances are, if you're working from home remotely, your team is all working remotely. So you probably already have some things, that you're using like Slack or Asana to keep everything in track. But there's lots more that you can use to keep you going during the day. So let's go back and forth with some ideas.
Well, I mean, I could go on and on about apps, but I
Right.
want to make a point. We always, the goal is to have a zero-sum inbox.
Okay?
Nothing. And it's impossible. Can't be done. I don't have the time. I don't have the wherewithal. I can't do it. Now you can. I say that's your goal, is to try and empty your inbox. And when I say empty it, I don't mean dump everything. I mean start getting in the habit of using folders, and so it's stored safely and out of the way. The less stress we can have, the better off we are. There's enough stress outside of the stress we may create for ourselves. And so when we can clear our inbox, it's one of the best feelings in the world. And it's always been one of those, I can't do it, but you can.
Well, along the email thing now is a wonderful time to be judicious. Go through, something shows up from something you signed up for who knows when. That's a great time just to hit that unsubscribe button. I know people's businesses, but seriously, if you're going to get to inbox zero, be judicious about what comes in.
It's an accomplishment. I put it on my resume. I have a zero inbox. It's that much of an accomplishment. I just want to say that I've done it, and it's something that I, like a lot of listeners, like, ooh, I don't think I could ever get to that. And you keep things there just like you would. You leave papers out so you don't forget about them. So you leave things in your inbox so you remember to do them. And I get that, but you could easily create a folder that says urgent or something. I know it's out of sight, out of mind,
Right.
but there's something. I wish I could what is the word that would describe that? Feeling.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
wonderful.
great feeling. Well, along those lines, there is a tool that you can use to do that. There's always Unfollow that gets rid of things, but there's Spark, which is an email client that collects and categorizes your emails and allows you to prioritize the ones that matter the most. So I think that is applying a little technology to exactly what you're talking about.
And Gmail does that a little bit automatically.
There you go.
That's not God. That's Wayne.
That's Wayne. Okay, second bit of technology I think is helpful, especially for people that are used to being in an office and hearing people. Coughativity. And this will be in the notes so you can look it up. Coughativity. And all it is the sound of a coffee shop. And it just plays in the background and it feels like you're at a coffee shop. Since a lot of us we're social distancing.
Is that your latte over there?
And what's interesting is it changes during the day. You got the morning rush and then it goes to lunchtime and then afternoon. So it just changes throughout the day. It's a great way to feel like you're amongst people. Studies have been done that the coffee shop noises are actually the best ones for productivity.
And the smells.
Well, yeah.
I'm
You're-
energized.
you're in-
Wayne,
yeah.
can you put some coffee shop music or sounds in the background of this episode?
Yep, it's on right now.
Thank you. Well, speaking to Wayne, a musician, an audio expert, mine are so simple. Yours are like, use this app to change your life.
Yeah.
It'll just do all your work for you.
Well, that's
Mine
what
are
we're
like,
supposed to-
more soft skills. Hard skills, soft
But
skills.
we're talking apps, though, today.
We're talking technology.
Technology. Gotcha.
But anyway, I'm preempting you because I know you would have said this anyway. But music is so important in, like you just said, background music. And so
Right.
we've said this before. Baroque music is perfectly matches your heartbeat. Forget that. But music without lyrics is better than music with lyrics.
Absolutely.
Having music in the background. I would say if you had to choose between watching TV on the background or music, go with music. But use it as a timer. So create
sure.
a playlist that's 45 minutes to give you that 45. I'm going to work until this playlist ends, and force yourself to sit there. This will come up in another episode, but I'm using like cooking all of a sudden. I'm at home, I'm cooking, and I'll set something in the oven for 45 minutes, and I know I'll set a timer that I'm going to get up and go do it, but it forces me to get everything done at the last. Oh, I got to hurry. I got 5 minutes left. So A, it kind of keeps you on pace, and B, it kind of gives you something to aim for.
Awesome. Toggle is another. See, I'm going with the apps. I'm
I like
actual
that. Let's do
technology. Toggle helps you, that's TOGGL, keep track of how long things actually take and how much time you're spending on things. And this includes the things that you shouldn't be doing. Because right now, there's a lot going on, and it's easy to get sucked into social media or to get into the news because every moment something's happening, and your brain right now is super uncomfortable. It wants to get to the comfort part, and that is the things that don't require focus. Social media doesn't require focus. You're just taking it all in, and it's a little overwhelming. And the news, same thing. So toggle, keep track of how much time you're spending on doing things. Plus, this is going to help if you know that, hey, it only takes 15 minutes to do this one thing that I'm going to have to do every day. 15 minutes. You can easily schedule that. Just knock it out.
And then try and beat your time.
Yeah.
Say, all right, if I do this every day and I did it in 15 minutes, can I do it in 14? And still do it well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask Wayne. Wayne, who sings that song, Everybody's Watching You? Everybody's watching you. Do you know it?
That was Rockwell, Somebody's Watching You, with Michael Jackson singing the chorus.
Oh, so you're serious? I think he is, actually. I think you're right.
Okay.
I thought there was some hidden meaning of that. Okay, so when you are using any and you will talk about what software, but when you're video conferencing and you should be seen, by the way. People wonder if you're working at home, are you just goofing off? So the more you can put FaceTime and show, I don't mean FaceTime, I mean FaceTime. They know you're not goofing off. You can show that you're being productive with your work product and also that you're seated at your desk or wherever working. But look around behind you and make sure there's nothing embarrassing. Make sure you, from the waist up, look professional. Waist down, whatever.
Yeah.
Flip-flops, shorts. By the way, my minimum thing is I think when you're not wearing shoes, somehow you got to wear shoes.
I never wear shoes.
At work?
Never.
All right.
I know
All right, Jimmy Buffett.
I know I'm going out when I put shoes on. So yeah. So those are my. Oh, the other one would be Freedom. Freedom is this is an app that will block your websites, your apps, the internet. You can schedule lockout times so that you aren't, you're not going on social media because it's blocked, and that's a perfect time to focus, get your stuff done.
I know you're hitting the play out music, like for the awards.
I am.
It's time to go, but I'm not done yet. You stop that. We'll have Wayne compress it. We'll compress all the ums and ahs
super fast.
and the small talk. I would say use a different browser than you use for your personal
Great idea.
life, because the temptations of the bookmarks it's same with email. If all your email goes to one place, ding. Oh, that looks more interesting than what I'm doing, which is probably more important.
Right.
But so having a different browser, different email, I think is one way.
Okay, and I'm going to have one last thing.
Oh, are you? Okay, I have one more.
Well, you just did the Bing on your.
Yeah.
No, that should be the first thing you do is
mute.
turn that notification off on email, on any sort of messaging thing, because that is going to distract you every time. And every time you get distracted, it takes 23 minutes to get back on track.
Well, with that
said, we are going to close out this episode of the Faster, Easier, Better show.
Wayne, play us out with some coffee shop music.
Join us again next week as we discuss how to work from home and make it work.